All right, so let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna actually start in a child's pose for our practice today. So your big toes are touching, knees open wide, arms reaching up and over the head. Pressing those palms down into the mat and let your forehead rest on the earth. And just start to notice your breath here, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Not trying to change the breath, just simply becoming aware of it. Noticing what it feels like, what it sounds like. And then we're going to start with a round of communal breath together. So taking a big breath in through your nose. Take an open mouth exhale to sigh everything out. 2 more just like that. Big breath in through the nose. Open mouth exhale to release. 1 more. Inhale through the nose. And open mouth exhale. Let go. Coming back to a neutral breath for your body, for your practice. Maybe that Ujjayi breath. You start to inhale and exhale through the nose, constricting the back of the throat. You start to hear that beautiful ocean-like wave play at the back of your throat. And then create that intention here for your practice. Maybe a dedication to someone, something. Maybe you want this practice to just be about you. Challenging your body, challenging your mind, your heart. Whatever that is, go ahead and hold on to that here before we start to add in any other movements. Good. Next, inhale. Go ahead and come up to your tabletop position, stacking your shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees, gazing down on the mat. We're going to untuck the toes here so you're on the tops of the feet. We'll add in a different cat-cow movement here. So as you inhale to your cow pose, drop the belly, lift the heart in the chest. As you exhale to cat, tuck your chin to your heart, press into those feet, hover the knees off the ground. Inhale, lower those knees, drop the belly, lift the heart in the chest. Exhale, tuck your chin to your heart, hover those knees around through the spine. 3 more at your own pace. Going with your breath, inhaling to cow, exhaling to cat. Good, last 2 here. 1 more. Beautiful. Come back to neutral. You can tuck the toes under here, keeping those hips over the knees. Crawl your fingertips all the way to the top of your mat. Melt into your puppy pose. Chin to the ground if that's available to you. If not, go ahead and place your forehead on the mat. But notice here my hips are stacked over my knees still, so I'm getting that upper body stretch. We're going to hold for 3, breathing for 2, and for 1. From here, Sphinx pose, roll it forward. My shoulders are stacked right over my elbows here, fingers open wide. I'm pulling my heart through the arms towards the front of my mat. I'm pressing down into the tops of my feet so the kneecaps start to lift off of the ground. Sphinx pose. All right, hang out here for 3, 2, 1. We're gonna add in here, tuck those toes, hover the hips off the ground, plank pose. On an exhale, we're just gonna drop that right hip over to the right. Inhale back to your plank pose. Exhale, lower to Sphinx. Inhale, lift those hips. Exhale over to the left. Inhale back to your plank. Exhale to Sphinx. Good, we're gonna go through that 2 more times. So inhale to plank. Exhale, lower the right hip. Inhale to plank. Exhale to Sphinx. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower the left hip. Inhale to plank. Exhale to Sphinx. Good. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale that right hip. Inhale, lift. Exhale to Sphinx. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap that left hip. Inhale, exhale to Sphinx. Pull the heart and chest through the arms, untuck those toes, press onto the tops of the feet, lift those kneecaps off the ground for 3, 2, 1. Release the lower, take those hands now by your chest, tuck your toes under from here. Press your way back, child's pose, big toes to touch, knees open wide, arms extending up and over the head, melt that forehead on the ground. 3 breaths in your child's pose. Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. From here, tabletop position, shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. From here, we're extending that right leg back long behind you. The toes are flexed towards the ground. You're going to gaze down on the mat to also keep that neck nice and neutral. And then extend the left arm forward, thumb facing up. So there's a nice straight line from the tip of the finger all the way back to that right heel. Try to reach for the back wall with the heel. Reach for the front wall with your fingertips and hold for 3, 2, and 1. From here, lower the left hand, tuck the left toes under, 3-legged down dog, lift those hips up. Good. Holding here, breathing for 3, 2, 1, bend that knee, stack your hip. Go ahead and circle out through your ankle. Circle out through that right knee. Roll it out here. Good. Roll it out in the other direction. Perfect. Then extend that right leg back long behind you. 3-legged down dog. From here, exhale, pull that right knee to your nose. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, extend it back. Exhale, right knee to nose. Hover and hold for 3, 2, 1. Step that right foot in between your hand. Left knee lowers. And then begin to rock it out back and forth here. Straightening that right leg. Rebending into the right knee. Back and forth from your half split to your low lunge. And then eventually when you're ready, you can find your way into that half split, holding it. So notice my left hip is stacked over my knee still. I'm digging my right heel into the mat as if I'm in the sand and I'm playing in the sand with my heels, digging my heel into the sand. Toes are flexed towards my face. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, try to fold an inch or so deeper. Hang out and breathe. For 3. Breathing for 2. And for 1, keep that left hand rooted. Inhale that right arm up high. For 3, 2, 1. Right hand lowers. Bend into the right knee, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Set yourself up. Release the toes behind you. Inhale the arms up and over the head. Relax through the shoulders. Take your gaze up in between your fingertips. Good. Option to just stay here, or maybe take your right hand onto that left wrist, pull up and over to the right, getting a big side body stretch. Come back through center, cactus your arms, back bend, heart and chest opens. Inhale back up through center, reach through those fingertips. Good, exhale your hands down onto the ground. Tuck the left toes under, lift the knee. We're stepping back to a high plank, holding here. Heels stacked over your toes. Shift those shoulders slightly over the wrists. Hold this high plank. Everything is in a nice straight line for 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna lower all the way down to the belly, so you can lower the knees if you need to. Keep those elbows hugged in close to the body. Lower all the way down to your belly. Baby Cobra, Bhujangasana. Hands stay where they are. Inhale, just peel the heart and the chest off the ground. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale, Baby Cobra. Exhale, forehead to mat. One more time, inhale, baby cobra. Hover the hands off the ground, press into the tops of those feet, kneecaps lift off of the ground. One more breath, lift an inch higher. Exhale to release. Press your way back, child's pose, big toes to touch, knees open wide, arms over the head for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, tabletop position. Good, we've got the other side to complete now. Left leg is gonna extend back long behind you this time. Right arm is gonna reach forward, thumb facing up. Look down on the mat, find that nice neutral spine, the neutral neck. Hold and breathe for the count of 3, 2, feel that core engaging as you pull the fingertips to the front wall, heel to the back wall. Last breath here. Right hand lowers. Tuck the right toes under if they're not there already. Lift those hips up, 3-legged down dog. Holding here. Gaze back at your right toes for 3, 2, 1. Bend that knee, stack the hip, shoulders stay squared off. Circle through the ankle. Circle through that knee. Roll it out in one direction. Roll it out in the other direction. Good. Rebend that knee, stack your hip, and then extend the left leg back long behind you, 3-legged down dog. On your next exhale, pull your knee to your nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to nose, hold. Very slowly step it in between the hand. Right knee lowers this time, and then begin to rock it out. Back and forth. Every side of your body is going to feel just a little bit different, so notice that. Good. Couple more here. And you'll find your way into that half split. Good. Digging that left heel into the ground this time. Right hip stays over the right knee, toes flex to your face. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand stays on the ground. Left arm inhales up for that twist. Left hand lowers. Rebend into your left knee. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Arms will reach up and over the head. Release those toes behind you. Relax the shoulders. Let them melt down your back. Gaze in between your fingers. Staying there, or reach that left hand for your right wrist. Pull up and over to the left. Come back through center. Baby back bend. Good. Come back through center. Exhale those hands to the ground. Right toes tuck under. Lift your knee. Step back, high plank. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way to the belly for another round of baby cobra. Hands stay by your chest. Release those toes. Inhale the heart in the chest. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale the heart in the chest. Exhale, forehead to mat. One more time. Inhale the heart in the chest. Hover those hands off the ground. Pinch those shoulder blades back behind you. Lift an inch higher. Exhale to release. This time we'll tuck the toes under, press up to a high plank, shift all the way back, downward facing dog. And then pedal it out here. Big bends into one knee, then the other. Sway those hips out. Shake your head out. And whatever feels good for your body. Taking those movements, those motions, making them yours. Maybe a couple rolls into your high plank and back to down dog. Again, this is your practice, so what feels good for your body right now? Breathing for 3, 2, 1. Find stillness, melt the heels to the ground, the chest to the thighs, gazing back at your toes. A little bend in the knees if you need to get the spine straight and drop that chest even closer to the thighs. Take one more big inhale. At the bottom of your exhale, bend through your knees, look at the top of your mat, walk those feet all the way forward. Inhale up to a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, ragdoll pose. Reach for opposite elbows. Let the head go, let the neck go. Sway side to side. Shake your head yes. Shake it no. Good. Sway out your body, all that stress, tension, any resistance, whatever is in your body, let it out here. Release your hands heavy to the ground. Find a little bend in those knees. Very slowly start to roll that body up, one vertebra at a time. You're coming all the way up to standing. Shoulders roll back behind you, palms face forward. Tuck that tailbone under. Chin slightly tucked under. The crown of the head is reaching up to the sky. Lifting all 10 toes off the ground, relower them one at a time. Holding and breathing. Next, inhale, sweep those arms up and over the head. Just bring your palms to touch. Then exhale those hands down to heart center. Take a moment to seal that intention in for your practice. If you're just joining us, maybe you set an intention here. Next, inhale, sweep the arms up and over the head, extended Tadasana. Exhale, dive down, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, extended Tadasana. Reach those arms up. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, extended Tadasana. Arms reach up. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise, reach it up. Taking our full sun A. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale to a halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Lower through your chaturanga. Knees first if you need to. Lower halfway down. Then come onto the tops of the feet, upward facing dog. Thighs lifted off the ground. Rolling onto the toes, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose for 2 more. Last one. Bending those knees at the bottom of the exhale. Look to the top of your mat. Walk those feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, extended Tadasana. Reach your arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Lower through your variation of chaturanga. Upward facing Urdhva Mukha. Downward facing Adho Mukha. For 3. For 2. And for 1. Bend those knees, look to the top of your mat, walk or maybe hop forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise, extended Tadasana. Reach your arms up. Exhale, bow down, forward fold. Inhale to that halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back, chaturanga. Upward facing Urdhva Mukha. Downward facing Adho Mukha. Breathing for 3, 2, and 1. This is where we start to add into our practice. Right leg inhale, reach it up high. Bend your knee, stack your hip, hold it here. Exhale that right knee to your right elbow. Inhale, take it back. Bend your knee, stack your hip. So it's a big movement here. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, take it back. Bend your knee, stack your hip. Exhale, knee opposite elbow. Starfish pose, right leg straightens to the left. Inhale, your left arm up high. Beautiful. Left hand lowers, Right leg comes back along behind you, three-legged down dog. Step that right foot to the outside of your right hand. Lizard's lunge with that back knee lifted for a moment. Begin to circle it out, rock it out back and forth. Again, what feels good for your body. Then when you're ready, you can lower that knee. Maybe lower to your forearms, maybe a block or a pillow, whatever you have handy that can give you a little extra stretch. Allow you to go a little bit deeper. Beautiful. And then very slowly come back onto those hands if you're not there already. Adding in that quad stretch, right hand reaches for the back wall. Take a bend into your knee. Grab a hold of that left foot, pull your heel towards your glute. Roll the right shoulder back, gaze up at the sky. We're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very slowly lower that foot down. Good. We're going to come back through center. Toe heel that right foot into the middle of your mat. Again, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Reach those arms up and over the head. Relax those shoulders down the back. Good. This time we're going to tuck the toes under here. Release your hands onto the ground. Pull the heart and the chest to the top of your mat. From here, exhale, lift that left knee, straighten the right leg, dig your right heel into the ground. So your right heel is in the mat, your toes are flexed towards your face, your left heel is stacked over your toes, your hips are lifted high. We'll go through that a couple times. Inhale, bend that knee, lower the left knee to the ground, pull the heart and the chest forward towards the front wall. Exhale, lift those hips, straighten that right leg. Inhale, bend the knee, low lunge. Exhale, straighten. One more time, inhale. God, exhale, straighten and hold. Good. Breathe here. Feel the back, that right leg peeling open for 3, 2, 1. Lower the left foot, left heel down as if it's in a warrior 2 position. So the back foot is now parallel to the back of your mat. Then very slowly lower those right toes to the ground. So your feet are in triangle position. Your body is still shifting forward, nose towards your right knee. We'll open up to our triangle pose here. So take that right hand to the inside of your right foot. Left arm reaches up high, triangle pose. Gaze up towards the left fingertips. Breathe here, pulling up on that left hand. Engage your core. We're slowly going to rise all the way to warrior 2. Pull your way all the way up first and then bend into that right knee. Gaze over the right fingertips. Take a big bend in your right knee. Knee stacked right over the ankle here. So don't let it cave inward. You want it to peel open, stack it over the knee or stack it over your ankle. Pull it out to the pinky side toe of your foot. Soft shoulders, but strong arms. So if somebody were to come around and press down on your arms, they wouldn't go anywhere. They would stay right where they are. Good. Next inhale, we're going to straighten that right leg. Reach both arms up and over the head. Exhale, back to warrior 2. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior 2, hold. Keep that bend in the knee, right palm flips up, reach forward, then reverse your warrior, tip it all the way back. Feel that space you're creating through the right side body. Good, either the left hand on your thigh, maybe you bind it behind your back, reaching back, right palm is facing down. Inhale back, warrior 2. Side angle pose, elbow to your knee first. Good, keep that bend in the knee, left arm extends up and over. And then option to lower the right hand to the ground. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. From here, listen for the cue. Lower that left hand to the ground, pivot onto the left toes. Reach the right arm up for a twist. Gaze up to your right hand. Pull up on the right hand, breathe. Option to take your side plank. Rotate onto the pinky side toe of both feet. Step the right foot back to meet the left foot. Side plank here. Options to lift that right foot or stay where you are. Options to lift the right foot, drop it behind you for your waterfall pose. Hold for 3. Wherever you are, 2. And 1. Rotate your way back through a high plank. Lower down through your chaturanga. Upward facing Urdhva Mukha. Downward facing Adho Mukha. Take 3 breaths here. Big inhales. Big exhales. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. We'll do the other side. Hopefully we can remember it all. Good. Left leg inhale. Reach it up high. Bend that knee. Stack your hip. Hold it here. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, take it back. Bend your knee, stack your hip. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, take it back. Bend your knee, stack your hip. Exhale, knee opposite elbow. Starfish pose. Straighten that left leg to the right. Right arm inhales up high. Good. Right hand lowers. Left leg goes back long behind you in your 3-legged down dog. And then step it to the outside of your left hand. Lizard's lunge. With that right knee lifted for a moment. Rock it out, roll it out. And then go ahead and lower that right knee. Lower to your forearms, lower to your blocks. Take a moment, use this as a rest. We're gonna breathe. Good. Come back onto your hands. Add in that quad stretch. Left hand reaches back. Take a bend into your right knee. Grab a hold of your foot. Pull your heel to your glute. Roll the left shoulder back. Gaze up at the sky. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release and lower that right foot. Come back through center. Toe heel the left foot into the middle of your mat. Again with your low lunge. Reaching those arms up and over the head. Okay, this time you'll tuck the right toes under. Release your hands to the ground. Pull that heart towards the top of your mat. And then exhale as you straighten that left leg, lifting the right knee off the ground. Good, so your right heel is lifted this time. Your hips are lifted high. Exhale, lower back to that low lunge. Pull the heart and the chest forward. Exhale, straighten that leg. Good, inhale. Exhale, straighten that leg. Last time, inhale, bend through that knee. Pull the heart and the chest forward. Exhale, straighten and hold. Hold here for 4, 3, feeling the back of that left leg peel open. 2, 1, right heel rotates down to your triangle pose position. Left toes lower down. Take your nose to your knee for a moment. And then we'll take that triangle transition. Left hand comes to the inside of that left foot. You might need to toe heel that right foot in just slightly. That's okay. And then rotate that right arm up. Stack the shoulder on top of the shoulder, wrist on top of the wrist. Micro bend in that left knee. Try not to hyperextend it. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Engage your core, pull your way all the way up to standing, then bend into that left knee for your warrior 2. Gazing over the left fingertips, relax through the shoulders, and then inhale as you straighten that left leg, arms reach up and over the head. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, warrior 2. One more time, inhale, and exhale, hold. Breathe. Remember to keep that knee stacked over the ankle. Flip that left palm up. Reach forward. Reverse your warrior. Tip it all the way back. Reach back. Top palm facing down. Hold it here. Remember your breath. Don't lose it. Inhale back to warrior 2.
Exhale to side angle. Take your elbow to your knee first. Right arm extends up and over. Good. Left hand lowers to the ground. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Cartwheel your right hand to the ground. We're pivoting onto the right toes. Remember this posture. Left arm inhales up high. Pulling up on that left fingertip. Try to be light on the right hand just for a moment before we transition into our side plank. When you're ready, rotate onto the pinky side toe of both of your feet first. Left foot steps back to meet the right foot. Lift the hips up high. Float the left leg, or drop it behind you. Wild thing, waterfall. Wherever you are, hold it for 3, 2, 1. Rotate your way back high to low plank. Upward facing Urdhva Mukha. Downward facing Adho Mukha. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. And at the bottom of that exhale, bend through your knees, look to the top of your mat, walk or hop forward. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise. Extended Tadasana. Reach those arms up. And then release them by your side. Chair pose, Utkatasana when you're ready. Big toes to touch, a little gap between those heels. Inhale to reach the arms up. And exhale, sit those hips back. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Weight goes back into your heels here. So notice if you're sitting forward and those knees are coming over the toes. We want to sit back, tailbone tucks. Weight comes out of the toes, so lift all 10 toes off the ground. Reach the arms up, the arms stay straight, you gaze forward and you breathe for 3, 2, 1. Come to your tippy toes, drinking bird, arms extend back behind you. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Lower the hands to the ground, Bakasana, crow pose. You're on the tippy toes. Take those knees as close into the armpits as you can. Gaze forward as if you're creating a triangle with your gaze and your hands. Start to float one toe first, then float the other toe. Try to straighten the arms, heels to glutes, everything engaged. Hold for 3, 2. We're meeting in a downward facing dog, so if you have your jump back, take your jump back. Up dog. We're meeting in down dog. Good. Breathe here. 3. Catch your breath. 2. Last one. Good. Right leg inhale, reach it up high. From here, we're going to step that right foot in between the hand, high crescent lunge. Sweep those arms all the way up and over the head. Big bend in that front knee. Hold it here. Relax through those shoulders. Good. Gaze forward. Left heel stacked over the toes. Beautiful. One more breath and then we're going to come into our one-legged Tadasana. So from here, you're going to shift your weight into that right foot. Pull that left knee into your chest. Good. Find your balance here first. Good. Then we're going to take a tree pose. So I'm going to turn to face you. That left foot is either going to come to the inside of your ankle, to the inside of your calf, or the inside of your thigh. If you want to go further and you have a half lotus, you're welcome to take that left foot to the front of your hip. Wherever you are, that feels best on your knee, on your body, go ahead and take that now. Find that still point to gaze at. Take your hands to heart center. Then maybe from here you start to grow your tree. Relax the shoulders and breathe. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your hands. Hug that left knee into your chest. We're still on that balance. Extend that left leg out in front of you. Arms reach up and over the head. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Warrior 3. Tip it back. Arms reach forward. I'm going to turn to face the other side now. Hips squared off, left toes flexed towards the ground, arms are over the head for a little extra challenge, or reach them down by your side. Holding. Beautiful. Slowly lower all the way back right where you started. High crescent lunge. Inhale those arms up and over the head. Exhale, open arm twist towards the right. Option to stay there or add in your little back bend. Right hand lowers behind you, left arm inhales all the way up to the ceiling. Beautiful. Cartwheel those hands to the ground. Take your vinyasa flow. Upward facing, all the way back. Downward facing. For 3, 2, and 1. Left leg, inhale, reach it up high. Step that left foot in between your hand. High crescent, rise up. Hips shifted forward, right heel stacked over the toes this time. Relaxing through the shoulders, gazing forward. Find that strong, steady stance for yourself. Last breath. And then very slowly, one-legged Tadasana, hug that right knee into your chest. Hold it here, finding that balance. I'm going to turn to face you again. Find that balance here. And take tree pose. Every side's different. So you might need to start at the ankle, maybe the calf, maybe the inside of the thigh. Maybe you're more open on this side, and you can take that half lotus pose. When you find that still point to gaze at, hands will come to heart center, and then you'll grow your tree. Breathing here. Holding for 3, for 2, and for 1. Release those hands. Hug your knees into the chest. Straighten that leg out in front of you. Woo. Balance for 3, 2, 1. Warrior 3. Send it back. I'm going to turn back to facing the top of my mat. We're here. Breathing. Perfect. Lower all the way back. High crescent lunge. Inhale those arms all the way over the head. Exhale, open arm twist to the left. Option to take that back bend. And then cartwheel your hands all the way to the ground. High to low plank. Upward facing Urdhva Mukha. Downward facing Adho Mukha. Breathing for 3, 2, and 1. From here, walk your hands back to your feet. Then toe heel those feet out as wide as your mat. Yogi squat malasana. Again, I'm going to face you. Feet are wide. Spine is straight. Hands come to heart center. Take those elbows into the knees. Press them open. Tailbone tucked under. Maybe a smile forms on your face here, and you just start to settle in. Good. Breathing here. Malasana, yogi squat. This works on our root chakra, our mula bandha. It's responsible for keeping us grounded, centered, rooted to the earth. So if you notice this is out of balance, you might feel unfocused, flighty. This is a good posture to kind of reset and to bring that chakra back to alignment. One more breath here. And we're just going to lower down to a seat and extend those legs out wide for a wide-legged forward fold. We're going to start going forward first. So spine nice and straight. Keep the knees facing up and the toes flexed towards the sky. From here, we're going to bend through the waist. So my spine is staying straight, thinking about your heart trying to reach forward instead of rounding through the spine. So pull that heart forward. Walk those hands forward. Maybe this is all you got. That's totally okay. You might also want to try to slide a block or a blanket or a pillow underneath your hips to give you a little bit of height. That might work as well.
And we're going to take 3 breaths. Good, and then walk those hands over to the right, reaching for those right toes, shin, knee, wherever you can, trying to pull your nose towards your knee. Take 3 breaths here. Good, and then walk those hands back through center. And then go ahead and walk them over to the other side. Breathing here. Good, and then come back through center in that forward fold. And walk those hands all the way up. Good, we're gonna wiggle them in, shake them out. And we're gonna take double pigeon or fire log pose. Right foot here first. Left foot is gonna come on top of or left ankle on top of your right knee. Left knee stacked on top of your right ankle. As you can see, this might be what you have. You might even just be like this, but we're trying to get through the hips here. So if you can get that ankle and knee stacked one on top of the other, great. Some of you might be able to come all the way down onto the ground and stack that hip right on top of the other. This is a big challenge for me, so maybe you're just here, and that's totally okay. Maybe you're even here, and that's totally okay. Good, so just wherever you feel that deepest stretch, just go ahead and come there for a moment. With every exhale, you might notice it going a little deeper. You might even want to fold forward. Good. Take about 3 more breaths here. Good. Release that slowly and just switch out the side. So whatever leg you had on the bottom, go ahead and place that on the top and vice versa. Every side you're going to notice is different. So you might be able to do something a little bit more here. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, fold. Remember, the toes stay flexed, knee and ankle are stacked one on top of the other here. So the shins are nice and parallel to one another. Hold and breathe for 3. Breathing for 2. And for 1. Beautiful. Very slowly release. Uncross those legs. You might want to shake them out again. Then slowly find your way all the way onto your back. Nice and slow here. Don't just throw your way onto your back. Soles of the feet on the ground, about hip width distance apart. Knees hip width distance apart. Your heels are close to your glutes, so you can graze them with the back with your fingertips. You might not be able to, that's totally okay as well. But trying to get them as close to the glutes as you can. You're gonna press down into your feet, lift those hips up for just a gentle bridge pose for 3 breaths. You can keep your hands by your side for this round. For 2. And for 1, slowly lower down. Good. Last round here. You're welcome to take a full wheel pose. The body should be nice and open for that. Or just take another bridge pose. Wherever you'd like to go, challenge yourself or allow the body to rest. That can also be a challenge. Take an inhale and exhale, lift up. Maybe rolling the shoulders back behind you for a different variation of bridge. If you're in your full wheel, press into the palms of the feet, lift those hips an inch higher. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. If you have your full wheel, tuck your chin to your heart first before lowering down. Bridge pose, reach those arms over the head, come onto your tippy toes and allow that body to roll down nice and soft. And then rock those knees side to side, windshield wipering them from one side to the other. And then allow your knees to drop over to the right. Good. Gaze over to the left. Feel that beautiful supine twist. The eyes will start to close down. Body is relaxing. And then come all the way back through center. Do the other side. Knees fall over to the left. And you gaze over to the right. You might feel a couple pops and cracks. And then come all the way back through center, hugging those knees into the chest. Giving yourself a big hug. Taking that final posture, happy baby pose. So the knees come out wide. And get the lower back to touch the ground as well. So notice if the tailbone wants to lift up and roll off the ground, can you lower it back down onto the mat? Good. Maybe rock it out side to side if you want to maybe straighten one leg and then the other. What feels good in this beautiful, blissful baby pose, Ananda Balasana. 3 more breaths here in movement or stillness. Yeah, and then go ahead and bring the soles of the feet to touch. Lower those feet down onto the mat. One hand's going to come to your heart, one hand to your belly. Eyes closed down. And you rest here. Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly pose. Gravity takes over your body, melting you into your mat, melting you into the earth here for the last few moments of your practice. Sending your body some kindness, some love. Taking that final rest of Shavasana in whatever form feels best for you, lowering one leg down and then the other. Arms open wide, or maybe you stay where you are in Supta Baddha Konasana. We're going to seal our practice with one breath together. So inhale through your nose, and then take an open mouth exhale, sigh it all out. That final exhale to soften, relax, and release. And just trust that I will call you out when the time is right. For now, you rest. And when your body feels ready, you can start to reawaken, wiggling through your fingers, your toes, your ankles, your wrists. Maybe reaching the arms up and over the head, giving yourself a full body stretch from the tip of the fingers to the tip of the toes. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug, a squeeze. Tell yourself, I love you, I appreciate you. And roll over onto your favorite side, recenter, reground yourself. Press your way up to a comfortable seated position when you're ready. Let the spine be long. Maybe allow the hands to rest on the knees or in your lap. Palm facing up if you feel like you need to receive something, palms facing down if you'd like to be a little bit more grounded. And we'll end here together, sweeping those arms up and over the head, bringing your palms to touch, gathering what you'd like to take from your practice today, and pull all of that goodness down to your heart center. Bow your head towards your heart, thanking yourself, honoring yourself for making time and space to take care of you and your body. Thank you for letting me guide you on this journey this Friday afternoon. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Hope you enjoyed practice. We will be here for a few minutes if you have any questions, any thoughts that you'd like to share.
Thank you for watching Kula Wellness on YouTube. Please consider subscribing by clicking on the subscribe button below.